What's up, my people who are really watching in this beautiful channel? That is the Rokani Media Football. Hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. Smash like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun. Arsenal fans especially, you're really excited for what was gonna obviously happen to you yesterday. You went ahead obviously win that beautiful game of football, and it has gonna obviously pay off and really give you the best that you as your side really desire. Smash the like button, comment and share. We are here to go into what we call the match player reactions. The match preview is already up, and it's gonna obviously attract lots of viewership. And you know, every time Arsenal really wins, you see to it that these Arsenal fans always come up and really put in a shift. But every time Arsenal loses, oh my god, it's like only 1,000 people are really on this channel. But when they win, you see to it that 10,000 of those really come up and really show up to really come in through and really show support to their team. But I would like to let you know that for every person who thinks that I should really hide when my team loses, then you are not a football fan. Because if you're a football fan, you know exactly what the results are supposed to be. You know the results. There is a W, which is dubbed as a win. There is an L, which is dubbed as a loss. There is a D, it's dubbed as a draw. So I see no reason as to why someone should come out and obviously lose him or herself because a team is gonna lose. You have to really know the ups and low moments of your team. After knowing the ups and low moments of your team, then you can easily really leverage onto that and really get to know that, all right, when my team loses, such and such a reason has been why my team has gone ahead to lose. But every time you don't want to listen to when your team loses, you'll never get to really neutralize what exactly has resulted into your team losing. And I think for any person who knows the game of football, he should be prepared for the worst moments. That is it. So we thank God for the gift of life, the Muslims. Barakallahu fikum. Let's get into the player ratings. David Raya, I think on like 2 occasions or 3, he kept Arsenal in the game, and the most reputable or memorable moment was when this guy, Jakub Kiwior, really went ahead to misread the flight of the ball, and he went ahead to find himself played out of his position, and Wolverhampton Wanderers went in for a near post shot that was saved by David Raya. So it was really a very good save that went ahead with love, and I think even the second half he had something to pull out. But most importantly, his ball distribution was really very good, and went ahead obviously able every person that was there to obviously go ahead and do the needful. So from here, I'm giving him a 7 out of 10. He has gone ahead to keep, let me check, I want to be on clean sheets Premier League 2024. I want to get to know exactly how many he is. All I know is that he's topping the clean sheet chart. He has gone ahead to keep 13 clean sheets, and trust me, he's gonna walk away with the golden glove, because Bernard Leno of Fulham is having 9. You cannot expect him to keep more than David Raya in the remaining games. Jordan Pickford is having 9, and Emiliano Martinez is having 8. So there is no way any other goalkeeper is going to really catch on him, because they are left with 5 games, and I tell you, he only needs to keep 2. He only needs to keep 2 clean sheets to obviously clinch the golden glove. As I tell you, if he keeps 2 clean sheets more, he'll be at 15. And remember, there will be only 3 games left. No one can even come close to it. I think he only needs, by the way, he just needs to keep 1 clean sheet. 1 clean sheet is what he needs to keep. Out of the 5, he needs 1 clean sheet, and I believe Arsenal can keep more clean sheets. So for me, David Raya, he takes a 7 out of 10. Benjamin White came in through to play as the right back for the side of Arsenal. He really showed us exactly what he's made of, and he was not exposed a lot, and I give him a 7.5 out of 10. Jakub Kiwior, I love him. In the first half, he had only one alarming moment that I'm gonna have to explain to you, where Huang went in for the near post effort, and it was really saved by David Raya. But I think for the rest of the game, Jakub Kiwior was fine. And for me, I get him a 7 out of 10 into that game. I go to Saliba. Oh, guys, I love Saliba. I love this guy. He was all giving. He was in the mood. And in the most threatening part of the game, right? In the most threatening part of the game. Because by the time it clocked the 85th minute, Arsenal was still leading by 1-0, and Wolverhampton Wanderers was trailing by 1-0. And guess what? This man shows up, and he's being pressed by two forwards of... there was a forward running towards him, and we all knew to it that when he attempts to pass that ball to Gabriel Magalhaes, this guy would have gone ahead to obviously be given a very good goal to go and really kill off that game. But guess what? It happened that way. He really went ahead to really dummied that striker, is it Hwang? And then he went in for a back pass to David Raya. His composure, and calmness, he was just ice cold. And I tell you, even when they're playing against Bayern Munich away from home, you saw to it that this guy had never gone ahead to play at this level, but you saw to it that it was like a usual level at him to be playing at. And if at all a player can concentrate like that when he's playing away alongside one of the biggest teams in the world, you obviously get to know that his potential is really huge. For Saliba, he takes an 8.5 out of 10 from me. He takes it fully in his pocket because I just love the way he obviously continues to live up to the expectations. Then we go to Gabriel Magalhaes, right? Gabriel Magalhaes comes in through to be played as a left center back. I get him an 8 out of 10. He was also solid and he's not erratic. And if you are in that defense that has gone ahead to make it a usual thing, to not concede in 6 consecutive games away from home, I tell you, you deserve all the kudos. You deserve all the kudos because they've gone ahead to really do it at a high level. And all those statements they're really making are for trophy winning teams. And I tell you, this Premier League trophy is not over. It's not yet over because right now Arsenal is topping the Premier League table and we are waiting to see who is really going to come in through to obviously get them over there. Declan Rice as the CDM, very much giving 8 out of 10 for me. He had a chance at goal, and I remember people saying the manager would have gone ahead to play with the double pivot. I tell you, it's written nowhere that they're supposed to play with the double pivot. Man City rarely plays with the double pivot, They rarely play with the double pivot. Now, tell me, if you're playing against Wolverhampton Wanderers and you call in for a double pivot, right? So, what does that mean? It doesn't really make sense. When you're playing a team, it never even started Lemina, and you think that you should not play, and you think that you should be playing, you should be playing a double pivot. That is really bad, A single pivot was okay, and Arsenal pushed up ahead until Trossard went ahead to score a goal in the 45th minute of the game. So for me, Declan Rice 8 out of 10. He played alongside Kai Havertz in the midfield. By the way, one of the players that was leastly praised in that game was Kai Havertz. But I tell you, to me, he is even in that ilk of the man of the match contender. Why? Arsenal tried everything in that game, and it was not all giving. And it needed that pass from Kai Havertz to Gabriel Jesus. He controlled it, turned around, went on the floor, played that ball to Leandro Trossard, and bang, into the back of the net. You get? So, that was all Kai Havertz. For the second goal, you see his composure. He's in a position where he could shoot at goal, but he waits for Martin Odegaard, and he read the run of Martin Odegaard like a book, played him in, Martin Odegaard scores the second goal. So, in all the 2 goals, Kai Havertz was really, really, really included. And the composure he went ahead to show into those 2 goal creation, I think are really great. By the way, if you're to talk about having a person responsible for the secondary assists into that game of football, it was Kai Havertz. And for me, I get him a 9 out of 10. I know most of you won't really give him that, but I tell you, he did a lot in the creation of those goals, right? I think there was even an occasion where he released, is it Martinelli? And Martinelli went ahead to obviously not kill off that chance, but I just got ahead to really get that boy going. So, 9 out of 10 for me for Kai Havertz. Let's go to Martin Odegaard. Oh my God. Scoring a second goal to get Arsenal off the rope. Amidst them leading by 1-0, they were leaving what we call a reckless win. Because it takes just a second for a ball to cross the goal line. You understand? But that goal comes in through, particularly to give to give Arsenal a very comfortable lead. But for the entire 40 minutes or 45 minutes I'm going to play into that game, the lead was not comfortable. It was not comfortable, right? So they needed a more comfortable, and went ahead to give them to them. And for me, he was really great. He was one of the best performing players on the field of play, and I'm giving him a 9.5 out of 10. That is Martin Odegaard. We go to Bukayo Saka. I'm giving him an 8.5 out of 10 because he tried a lot. But I think his biggest undoing was thinking that he should shoot at goal. That was his biggest undoing. But he had moments where, if at all, he had gone ahead to obviously make a decision and say, all right, all I'm going to do is simple. I'm going to compose myself and really bury that ball into the back of the net. That is it. But he never really did that, and he never went ahead to pay off. But I'm giving him an 8.5 out of 10 because I believe he was really brilliant. He was really vibrant. Very, very, very so much in the mode. That is Saka for you. On the left, it's Gabriel Martinelli. Leandro Trossard with a goal, and he was really up and running, This is the beauty of this guy. 9 goals in the Premier League, 1 assist. In total, he's going to hit to score 14 goals this season for the club of Arsenal. When you look at his tally and numbers, they are really great, and I think they give him a very reasonable understanding of a person that takes you to the trophy. And every time Arsenal have going to hit to need him, he is going to hit to come in and really score important goals. That's why I tell you that I would rather start Trossard other than starting Martinelli, because if you're playing Bayern Munich, when Arsenal was playing Bayern Munich, the reason that's why I would prefer Trossard to start ahead of this guy is because Trossard can factor out something from small pockets of space. Look at how he hits that ball in the back of the net. He hit it when everyone least expected him to hit it. So he's really unpredictable into that moment. So for me, I look at Trossard and really understand that he's a very good player, and it takes a 9 out of 10 for me. 9.5 by the way out of 10, because he scores the most important goal for that team of Arsenal. If Arsenal goes to half time when they are 0-0, trust me, they drop a little bit in their mentality and belief. Wolverhampton Wanderers come in raising, knowing that we are at home, and let's go ahead and really find that one goal before Arsenal gets itself ahead. We go to Gabriel Jesus, responsible for the assist for the first goal, very much important, and you saw how he really fought to play that ball to Leandro Trossard, an assist for him. And in the second half, he really had the chance to obviously score himself a goal, and he really went ahead to hit the goalkeeper, and it went into the corner kick. But all in all, you see the difference that Arsenal has when they're really having that guy, because he really works hard a lot, and he's not selfish. He plays his fellow players in, and for me, I'm giving him an 8 out of 10 on the night. That is Gabriel Jesus. Thomas Partey came on through to do the job, and I think his inclusion went ahead to give Arsenal a little bit of concentration, and Arsenal was like, all right, we can really kill off this game of football and really take it to where it deserves to be, and they really did. I tell you what, they really did, and after doing so, they went ahead to obviously put in a shift that gave them a lead. But he came in through and really shielded that back four a little bit better, and that went ahead to give Declan Rice an allowance to really play a little bit higher up the pitch. And he saw to it that Declan Rice obviously found himself really getting on target, I think on like 2 or 3 occasions into that side. So for me, I'm giving Thomas Partey 7.5 out of 10. Gabriel Martinelli still off. I don't know what's wrong with Gabriel Martinelli, guys. Can anyone scold me what's wrong with Gabriel Martinelli? Because he starts in the previous 2 games, doesn't do well. They get him off the bench, he doesn't do well. I don't know what exactly is wrong with the guy, you know? I don't know what exactly is wrong with the guy, but all I know is that there are players who get affected when they are not into the first 11 of the manager. Most players really lose out a lot onto that, and I think it might be one of those things that is really affecting this guy because he's not into the first starting 11. But even if they start him, he doesn't really get in the best of performances that we think he's supposed to be at. In the previous 2 games, he's going to need to start. You saw to it that he had chances to kill off the game. Even yesterday, he had chances to score and he never, he missed out. So, Martinelli, 6.5 out of 10. For Mikel Arteta, I give him an 8 out of 10. Guys, I'm really spoiled for who to give my man of the match, but I think I'm going to give it to Martin Odegaard. Odegaard, good player, and he's the captain that leads the side of Arsenal. So tell me who your man of the match was in that game, and then tell me the ratings of the players that I'm going to hit, obviously give out. What do you make about them? Rokani David is my name. First video of the day. I sign out for now. See you later, my mates.